What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chirs Jordan here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about why you should stop dribbling as much. Basically why you should stop over dribbling. But before we get into the video, salute to my first 100 subscribers. I appreciate all the people who supported me on the way to 100 subscribers. Now we about to get to 1,000 subscribers. Well, that's my main goal right now, to get to one of my main goals right now, to get to 1,000 subscribers. So salute to the extra 11 that subscribed after we hit 100, because now we're at 111, and I appreciate you people. But let's get straight into the video. Actually, before we get into the video, I just want to show you guys something really quick. Now let's get into the video. So, when a lot of players start developing their dribbling skills, especially me, because it's happened to me personally, when a lot of players start developing their dribbling skills and abilities, they tend to start over dribbling just because they could put combos together, or better combos together, to actually break down defenders. Honestly, this can lead into a major problem. And the reason it could lead into a major problem is because when you start over dribbling, you actually start giving the defense a better chance to guard you. And what do I mean by that? So the first thing that I mean is that when you start over dribbling a lot, it's really useless dribbles, and the dribbles don't have a purpose when you start dribbling like this. So for example, if you're at the top of the key and you're just dribbling the dribble just to try to shake your defender, it doesn't really have a purpose at all. It's just you wasting time dribbling the ball for 24 seconds for no damn reason, and it's ridiculous. And the reality is it only takes 1 to 2 dribbles to get to the goal. So while you're doing all this dribbling and everything, it's basically gone to waste because you're not actually going to the basket. And the only reason you should actually be dribbling is to go to the basket or to create space to shoot wherever you want to shoot from. So like I said, it should only take you 1 to 2 dribbles to get to the basket. If you're like me, from the 3-point line, it only takes me 1 dribble. And if you're shorter, it should only take you like 2 dribbles. Now if you're a midget, if you're like this big, like desk level, then it's probably gonna take you like 6 or 7 dribbles. But that's okay because you small compared to everybody else. But I'm just saying, it should only take 1 to 2 dribbles for normal people. And actually, let me just get a disclaimer. I have nothing against midgets. I'm just making a joke because, you know, politics today is just ridiculous. But anyways, it should only take you 1 to 2 dribbles. So don't get the ball and start dribbling like you're AI, or like you're Chris Paul, or whatever, like you're the professor. The reality is you actually want to take less dribbles the higher you go up in level, whether it's from middle school. Once you go to high school, you want to take less dribbles, and then in college you want to take even a less amount of dribbles, and then NBA, obviously those guys don't take that many dribbles. Once they make up their mind, they're pretty much going to the goal. So, and the reason for this is because of defense as well. So I'm about to get into that tip right now. So my camera stopped working, and I looked at the video that I just recorded for like the first part of this video, and I didn't realize I looked that short in the chair, and it looked like I needed a booster seat or something, like I'm some little baby or whatever. So now I look taller. But the second tip is that the more time you're dribbling and over dribbling, the more of a chance the defender has to steal the ball from you. So for example, for any people who are good at steals or great defenders, they know that while a person is over dribbling or just dribbling the ball just to dribble it without a purpose, they actually start to time the ball. And what a defender's looking for, especially people who like to steal the ball a lot, is they're trying to get the timing down for how long it takes for the ball to hit the ground and then get back up to your hand. Because by that time, once they figure out that rhythm or whatever, they can literally time it to the point where they'll try to hit the ball on the middle point when it's coming back up to your hand or when it's going down. That's just how I view defense, because, for example, that's how I view defense when trying to steal the ball. I'm just trying to get down the timing, and then as soon as I see it at the middle point or it's coming off the ground, that's the perfect chance to go for the ball. So you're actually giving the defense that advantage, which eventually leads to turnovers. And you don't want to be turning the ball over. If you turn the ball over a lot in high school, middle school, or any level, you're going to be turning over on the bench because you're going to be sitting on the bench for like 20 minutes a game, 30 minutes a game because you can't keep the ball safe. And that's just the reality of the situation. But that's the second reason why over dribbling it's a waste of time. Don't over dribble. I'm telling you, I used to be like this. Like recently, like I'm talking about like recently, but it was only because I was like trying to get my handles better or whatever, and then trying to break people's ankles and everything. But once I realized like I'll get to it another time. But anyways, that's the second reason why you should stop over dribbling, because you give the defenders a chance to steal the ball from you, and obviously this leads to more turnovers. The third tip is that the best NBA players, college players, high school level players in the world, they don't over dribble. They actually use the most simple moves or their go-to moves to get by defenders. They don't try to size up people for 20 minutes or whatever. I think the only exception to that is probably James Harden, but that's just because that's his skill set. But even when James Harden sizes it up, he sizes up just to make his defender sleep on defense and get him on his heels a little bit. And then once he sees he got his defender where he wants him, he goes straight to the goal. He's not trying to break their ankle. He's not trying to do a snatch back. He's only doing a snatch back or a step back if the defender beats him to the spot. Another person, my favorite player, is Kevin Durant. His go-to moves, I'm not going to talk about his post moves, but his go-to move is the crossover and the hesitation pull-up. And those are his the most simple go-to moves you can have, but yet he's able to dominate. And personally for me, when he's healthy, he's the best player in the world in the NBA. I don't care if you want to make the LeBron argument. I'm not making it. Skill-wise, I already say Kevin Durant is better than LeBron skill-wise. But that's my point. The best NBA players in the world don't over-dribble. Even Kyrie Irving, he does ISO sometimes. Actually, if you look up how many times Kyrie Irving ISOs, it's only like 14% of the time. Everything else is like pick and rolls. But he doesn't over-dribble. He makes up his mind, goes to the goal, and that's pretty much it. So you don't need that many dribble moves or anything to get by defenders. You only need, for example, I hear a lot of coaches say this, and I agree with them. You only need 3 go-to moves and 3 counter moves to get by defenders. And another thing that a lot of coaches don't talk about is that I think I've seen like 2 or 3 people talk about this on YouTube, at least, from the videos I've seen, is that you don't need that many moves to get by defenders. You only need 1 or 2 moves to get by defenders. And most of the time, with defenders, you want to attack the top foot because they have to switch their hips and shoulders just to try to stay in front of you. And if they don't switch it fast enough, it's basically a free bucket to the goal. So, key point, if you're on offense, attack the top foot. If they're squared up, you can make them lean one way and go the other way. You have a lot of options when they're squared up, but most of the time you want to attack the top foot because it makes it easier on you in general. But I think I went over the 3 tips. I'm pretty sure. The first tip is you only need 1 to 2 dribbles to go to the goal. Second tip is defense has a better chance of stealing the ball from you, which leads to turnovers. And third tip is that the best NBA players in the world at high school level, best NBA players in the world, and then even players at college level and high school level, don't use that many dribbles to get by defenders. They make up their mind and they're straight to the point. So that's it for the video. By the way, if you want to become more harder to guard on the court and dominate defenders and opponents, make sure you check out my free boot camp. Free 3-day boot camp down below in the description below. You don't have to show up anywhere. It's all online, but it's going to show you how to become harder to guard on the court. Plus, you get a free workout along with signing up. So all you're going to do is click the link down below. You're going to go to a page where you see more about it. You're going to click the button, enter in your email, and then once you enter in your email, you're going to get a video 1 on day 1, you're going to get video 2 on day 2, and video 3 on day 3. Plus, you're going to get the free Ultimate Scorer workout guide that's going to help you become harder to score with literally the most simple moves that NBA players use 24/7, every single game, and every chance they get in the NBA. But that's it for the video. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And salute to the first 100 people who subscribe to my channel. And salute to the next 11 until we hit 1,000. But that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, I'm tired of people acting like they really need me. Leaping over my enemies, I have so many memories. Hope my niggas remember me, don't bring negative energy. I see too many frenemies, y'all not no friends of me. Don't have time for no injury. I'm like fuck all my enemies, I've got so much energy. I'm working every day, I'm just trying to find a way.